So today we're going to do one of my favorite dishes. This is a classic mix of Scandinavian and French cuisine. So we're going to do a langoustine sauce on these lovely langoustines. We're going to do some fish rolls with a little bit of soufflé rolled inside the fillet. This is Plaice, by the way. It's a very common Danish fish. And then we're going to do a spinach and onion sauté. So first of all, I want to pick some of the tails because we want the meat for our dish, just as a little bit of an extra protein to the sauce. Let's start by cutting up one of these onions. Then for the langoustine stock, we are actually just going to halve these. We're going to keep the most of the onion shell to build up the taste. Half a piece of fennel. And we have a few leftovers of carrots here. Just take the one. Start roasting off our vegetables and our langoustines for the stock. The reason I started up in this business was actually a little bit random. Tried out a lot of different educations and jobs. And at some point, I just took a weekend shift at a gourmet restaurant in northern part of Denmark. And suddenly I was just part of the crew in the kitchen. I think it helped that it was a quite high level of cooking. We had 18 servings in a gourmet restaurant, and we had a busy French brasserie next door. So we were under pressure every day, like 14, 16 hours. And yeah, it was just, time just passed, flew. Let's get cracking with the fish soufflé. I'm just gonna take some of the fillets. Throughout my childhood, I spent a lot of time at sea and near the coast. My family has origins in the fishing industry in Denmark, and my dad brought me on his boat from when I was very, very small. My paternal grandfather took me fishing, both with industrial size gear but also the classic amateur fishing at the creeks and rivers. So of course my favorite dish is a classic Nordic Plaice, steamed like gently with a little bit of sautéed vegetables, a nice langoustine sauce, and just some pickled onions or whatever to give that sour crispiness to the dish. So we're going to do some of the fish rolls here. You could use the top fillets here that have been skinned, lovely, pure, beautiful meat. My favorite is using the belly fillet here. Has that thin skin on still, so it's not going to disturb you in the eating, but it's going to be a little bit more fishy and has a little bit more texture than the top fillets. We have some fresh washed spinach here, and then we made our soufflé. I think I tend to follow the local trends in my local area. So of course Nordic kitchen is a big thing for me. It's a big thing here at the home of Invoq because we have all the local produce, all the local farmers around us. Of course, a lot of the classic Danish kitchen is rooted in the French and Italian. So, I mean, we mix that up all the time. So, Mediterranean mixed with the Scandinavian style Nordic kitchen is probably the trend I tend to follow the most. In the later years, I've been discovering and testing out in the Asian and the South American kitchen, and I love that a lot as well. There's plenty of beautiful, beautiful kitchens around the world. I'm lucky enough to get to travel with my current job, so I see the Indian, the Malaysian and the Indonesian kitchens as well, which is it's a fantastic opportunity as a chef.